Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Monday, October 7th. We have all you need to know about a new required program for all Penn State students, as well as an update on the approval of renovation plans for Beaver Stadium.
We also have more on presidential campaigns and rallies in Pennsylvania, along with entertainment, sports, weather, and an interview. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Alicia Ernst.
And I'm Hannah George. A state college man convicted of a 1980 murder is one step closer to a new trial. Center County President Judge Jonathan Grine has ordered an evidentiary hearing for Subramaniam Vadam, who has served 42 years for the murder of Thomas Kinzer. Vadam's attorneys argue that a newly discovered FBI report shows the bullet that killed Kinzer was too small to have come from the gun Vadam owned. Prosecutors maintain the evidence against Vadam is strong, but the judge ruled that there are enough questions to warrant a new hearing. A status conference is set for October 15th to determine when the hearing will take place.
Penn State University Police and Public Safety published an active attacker response course to all student Canvas pages last week. The online course includes one assignment directing students to a website explaining the run, hide, fire method. Students can expect to learn how to identify an attacker, determine the best response, and understand how the police and university will respond in a given situation. As of today, the program module is temporarily disabled on Canvas due to it being under revision. Once revisions are complete, the course will be mandatory for all students to complete.
Penn State's $700 million renovation of Beaver Stadium is moving forward. College Township Council approved the final land development plan last Thursday, giving the green light for construction to begin. The project will focus on upgrading the stadium's west side, including new suites, club seating, and a modernized press box. A new 21,000 square foot welcome center is also planned. Construction starts in January, and the entire renovation is set to be completed before the 2027 football season.
After nearly 41 years of service, the Center Hall and Potter Township Food Pantry announced it will expand its services. The decision came after the closure of the Aaronsburg Food Pantry, making it the only food pantry serving the Penns Valley area. Located at Grace United Methodist Church, the pantry will provide monthly food distribution to several townships and boroughs. Distribution occurs on the third Tuesday of each month except in August. Volunteers, donors, and those in need can contact gracechpfp@gmail.com for more information. Student meteorologist Brendan Pham is live in the studio with the latest details on local weather. But first, an update on Hurricane Milton. Brendan?
Thanks, Alicia. Hurricane Milton is an absolute powerhouse right now. Here's a visible satellite. Sun is starting to set on Hurricane Milton, and it's currently spinning just north of the Yucatan Peninsula. Here's our infrared satellite, gives us a better view of how tall the cloud tops are. Notice with time, it became really circular and the eye is actually contracting. This is a sign that Milton is both strengthening and is going to strengthen further within the next 24 hours. And so with the track currently sitting at 180 miles per hour, the pressure says 905, but actually the latest reconnaissance plane that went straight into Hurricane Milton actually indicated that the pressure fell down to 899 millibars. And basically what that means is that Hurricane Milton has basically evacuated 10% of the atmosphere. That's basically, you go to the top of Mount Nittany and you remove all the air. So Hurricane Milton is an absolute powerhouse. Thankfully, not a threat to us as it begins to track towards Florida, but it will unfortunately make its way towards the Florida Panhandle as a potentially Category 3 hurricane. So we do need the dry air and the wind shear to really help it weaken as it gets closer to Florida. Again, thankfully, not an issue for us up here at Penn State. Here, the Arboretum sunset has started to fade with temperatures in the mid-50s so far. Here's the infrared satellite. You notice the clouds that we had earlier. It was quite overcast throughout much of the day, and that's because of the disturbance that was overhead of us. Clouds will begin to make its way further south and east and eventually clear out for the region through tonight. Current temperatures throughout much of the area are sitting in the 50s. Here, 57 in State College, 59 Erie, but in Philadelphia, it's actually warm. It's actually a warm spot because the sun came out there earlier in the day and throughout much of the day. So Philadelphia won't be cooling down as much. But here's the temperatures through the next 12 hours. 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. And eventually, by the early dawn hours, we could be seeing temperatures below 40 degrees. Very cold and actually unseasonable for this time of year. That's because of what we call radiational cooling, which is going to allow for our temperatures to drop down quite a bit for the next few days. And so with their temperatures dropping down to the 30s, we're not going to see a ton of clear skies through the next few days. In fact, the next disturbance will be moving through tomorrow and into Wednesday. But first, tonight, again, low temperatures around 39, winds calm, mostly clear night. Those two things will allow for what we call radiational cooling, allows the ground to cool very efficiently. And what we get are low temperatures that really drop off drastically. And so with this, we see high pressure beginning to move into the region. Cold fronts beginning to exit, so that's out of the way. But again, the disturbance out in Canada still producing some clouds for tomorrow and into Wednesday. So it's not going to be completely sunny till we get to Thursday and the high begins to move overhead. Now here's our 7-day temperature forecast. Notice that it's near the 60-degree mark. It's actually below average for this time of year. Average is about 63 degrees or so, give or take. Notice here on Sunday, Monday, though, we have the potential for high temperatures in the 50s, and that's because the next storm system will be moving its way into the region, eventually off the coast, and it will produce some rain chances heading into Wednesday and Thursday. So not a completely sunny forecast heading into next weekend, but not too bad overall. So as we head into your 7-day forecast, again, not looking too bad. We just get through the clouds through tomorrow, Wednesday. Then the sun returns Thursday and Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, we see the clouds return and potential for another weather system heading into Monday. But that's all for weather. Back to you, Alicia.
Thanks, Brendan. Now stick around because after the break, Jamie DiBolonia will have the latest in sports.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Baden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So insane, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out.
reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Jamie DiBolonia with your sports update. More than 110,000 fans made it to Beaver Stadium on Saturday for a highly anticipated showcase between Penn State and UCLA, the newcomers to the Big Ten who traveled thousands of miles for what proved to be a rather rude awakening. Penn State improved to 5-0 overall with a 27-11 win over the Bruins, in which they never trailed. The combination of a debilitating defensive effort that limited UCLA to just 260 yards of total offense and the accuracy of quarterback Drew Aller, who completed 17 of 24 passes for 237 yards
and no interceptions was more than enough to fend off the shorthanded Bruins, who were without their starting quarterback. Aller was accurate and timely, and the defense forced 4 punts, 2 turnovers on downs, and held its third straight opponent to under 100 rushing yards. Coming up, Penn State, now ranked 4th in the country, could nearly guarantee itself a playoff spot with a win this weekend. But the USC Trojans provide a tricky matchup for the Nittany Lions, and it's all going to go down in Los Angeles this Saturday. Men's hockey dominated Alaska in a 5-0 victory and series sweep in non-conference action at Big Dipper Ice Arena on Sunday night. Sophomore Aiden Fink tied his career high with 4 points on 1 goal and 3 assists. Each team had 32 shots on goal, where Penn State went 1 for 2 on the power play and a perfect 9 for 9 on the penalty kill. This marks the first road shutout for Penn State since a 4-0 win at Wisconsin in 2022. Penn State travels to the 2023 national champions Quinnipiac on Saturday, and game time is set for 7 p.m. Week 5 of the NFL got off to a wild start. How wild? Well, it began with the Falcons and Buccaneers accounting for 66 points, while Kirk Cousins went for a career-high 509 passing yards in the Falcons' 36-30 overtime win Thursday night. Then on Sunday, the action began early in London as the unbeaten Minnesota Vikings beat the Jets 23-17. And then in the early window, the AFC took center stage. Stephon Diggs got his revenge at the Texans and beat the Bills on Fairbairn's 59-yard field goal as the clock ran out. In Cincinnati, the Bengals hosted the Ravens for a key AFC North matchup, with the Ravens winning an offensive-fueled overtime thriller behind 300-plus yards passing by Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. Finally, Sunday Night Football gave us a classic matchup between the Cowboys and the Steelers, with Dallas winning 20-17 in the final seconds. Monday Night Football's primetime stage is set for the Chiefs to take on the Saints at Arrowhead Stadium, and both teams are hungry for a win. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Lily Pergola has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State. Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
so in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out, reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Lily Pergola with your entertainment update. Get excited, Penn State. The hit group Circus Soleil is returning to the Bryce Doran Center. This will be the first time in over a decade that the circus returns to the Happy Valley. The group will be performing Ovo, filled with acrobatics and highlighting unique personalities of insect species. The Bryce Doran Center announced the performance will be held March 27th through the 30th of 2025. Tickets are on sale through the Ticketmaster website. Penn State is ready to celebrate the 2024 Indigenous Peoples Day. The Indigenous Peoples at Students Association has partnered with the official Educational Equity, Study Affairs, and the Office of Provost to host the events for the special holiday. Events range from movies, food, and songwriting. Events will start on Sunday, October 13th, and will run through Wednesday, October 16th. For more information, look on the Penn State Student Affairs website or the Hobb Robertson Center. There are lots of events here at Penn State that raise awareness on important issues. Kara Howard is live in studio now with more details on held by the Events Gender Equity Center. Kara?
Thanks, Lily. Last week, I had the chance to attend a special seminar hosted by the Gender Equity Center in the Hub. Let's take a look.
The Gender Equity Center held a seminar today in Alumni Hall with celebrity guest speaker Abigail Breslin. Let's go in and take a look and see what conversations they had in order to raise awareness about domestic violence. October marks the start of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Two student representatives from Greeks Care and It's On Us led the panel with Breslin to discuss the importance of identifying abuse and how to help victims with outreach and recovery. Resources for help can be found through the Gender Equity Center as well as CAPS. Breslin also shared her own personal experiences with domestic violence and abuse. She offered advice and support for anyone experiencing similar situations. The panel then ended with a quick audience Q&A and a meet and greet to allow students to connect with Breslin one-on-one. I've been here for about 2.5 years, and this is probably the biggest celebrity that we've ever brought. So it was really exciting for us to see all of our work really culminate in such a successful way with an amazing speaker, an amazing attendance, and a lot of people just really engaging with not only the speaker but the content as well.
The Gender Equity Center is continuing to hold additional events all month long for ongoing support. Information about these can be found on their website. I'm Kara Howard, signing off for PSN News.
The Gender Equity Center's next event will be karaoke tomorrow back at the Hub. In addition to singing, discussions will be held surrounding potentially harmful messages in certain songs in order to help promote mindful listening on campus. Back to you, Lily.
Thanks, Kara. In national news, pop star Olivia Rodrigo has announced the Guts World Tour will be coming to Netflix. Fans will be able to rock out in the comfort of their own home while singing along to her set list from the show. Similar to Taylor Swift, Beyonce, and Shawn Mendes, Rodrigo becomes one of many that will have aired their concerts live on Netflix. Netflix says the show will premiere on October 29th for the Livy's fandom to watch. And that's all for your entertainment update. Coming up next, interview anchor Lauren Reel will be speaking to Emily Beauregard, the president of Dash. Stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
All of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Mitney Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
And he knew that. How do you think? I know. She continues to hold her values and everything though, and I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before, so welcome to the family.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out, reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
That a natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
I've been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State, Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Lauren Reel, and with me tonight is Emily Beauregard, the president of Dash. Thank you so much for coming in tonight, Emily. Can you just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, your name, year, major here?
Yeah, I'm Emily. I'm a business management major and a psych minor, and I'm a senior this year.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the Thon organization of Dash?
Yeah, Dash is a special interest org. So we basically just fundraise for Thon year round. We also have a family, the Homans, so we kind of support them year round. We just got them this year, so we're super excited for that.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're just starting to get to know them and work alongside them.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And you're president this year, so congratulations.
Yeah.
Can you
Thank you.
tell me a little bit about how you ended up as president of the org?
Yeah, so actually my freshman year, the whole e-board was leaving, and my friends encouraged me to be the president because they needed someone to fill it. So this is my second year being president. I love it. Dash is like my whole pride and joy, and I just really want to leave a good org for once I graduate. But
yeah, because you graduate in the spring this
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and this is your second year, so you obviously know what you're doing, but do you have any new goals moving forward as president that maybe you didn't accomplish last year or that you want to accomplish again this year?
Yeah, fundraising a lot more. Last year was kind of our rebuilding year. So fundraising, our goal this year is $15,000. So hopefully we'll be able to hit that. But that and just doing more with the group and with our family now that we have them. We're going to a pumpkin patch with them in the end of October. So that'll be super fun. But
that's the perfect fall activity
Exactly.
to do with them. That'll be super fun.
Mhm.
Can you tell us about some of the other leadership positions that are offered through your org?
Yeah, so we have a whole e-board. We have president, vice president. We have our fundraising chairs, so online fundraising and alternative fundraising. We also have our member outreach and our web coordinator. So there's a lot of opportunities, and also just being able to dance for Thon is a great opportunity in the smaller org. So,
have you been a dancer before?
I have been. I was a dancer last year, exactly 40 years after my mom. So it was really special. And yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about that experience? Did you do anything to prepare or just went in and tried to just do the best you could? Because obviously it's a very long but rewarding experience, I'm sure, in the end.
Yeah, I tried to be in shape beforehand. I did have a surgery 2 months before, so just kind of recovering from that. And No caffeine for a month, which was really hard for me because I'm a coffee addict. But yeah, just kind of prepping that way and getting certain socks, certain shoes. Polkas are the best. But yeah, I didn't really do that well towards the end, but I made it through the whole thing. So my partner, Nathan, he made it through the whole thing as well. And he was doing great. In the last 4 hours, he gave me a piggyback ride.
Oh, that's very
So,
nice.
yeah. Yeah.
Are you dancing again this year or?
No, I'm one and done. I can't do it again. But
Fair enough.
Yeah, we have plenty of people who are very interested in doing it. So it'll be exciting.
Yeah, and can you explain about some of the events that Dash hosts throughout the year? As you mentioned, you do a lot of fundraising throughout the year.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of bake sales. We're doing 3 this year. Last year we only did 1, so we're trying to do that more. We have a Valentine's Day sale in the spring. We do a merch sale. We also participate in a lot of the general Thon events, so the Thon 5K, which is coming up, and all their restaurant fundraisers. We're doing a fundraiser with Shake Smart on Monday next week. So that should be good. But yeah, we also do a bunch of social things just because we're smaller. We like to kind of connect. It's like a family. So we did Secret Assassins. We just started that. Not very good at it, but that's super fun. So
yeah. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. You guys seem to be staying active throughout the year and doing amazing things towards the Thon organization. What other types of activities do you have to look forward to throughout the semester?
I'd say just spending more time with the family and prepping for Thon itself, finding our dancers for this year. Like I said, we have a lot of interests, so it'll be hard picking who, but that's always my favorite part, obviously. Is Thon itself. So just looking forward to that and continuing to raise money throughout the year.
What made you want to join Dash out of all of the other organizations and committees out there?
My freshman year at the involvement fair, I went really early, so there weren't that many people there, but the president of that year, she kind of just hopped out at me and told me all about it. And she said that it was a smaller org, which is what I really was looking for. I kind of wanted a smaller group to join outside of the big campus to make closer connections, which I did. My best friends are in the org. So, but yeah, and they just kind of kept me interested throughout the year because they were such amazing leaders. And I just really enjoyed going to meetings every week.
What's your favorite memory that you have from being a part of Dash?
I'd say probably dancing last year. My best friends, they actually got sick, so they couldn't come down to the floor at all. So all of my other friends that were in the org who had passes kept coming down as much as they could because they knew I wasn't doing too well. But I'd say just that and seeing everyone come together and being on the floor with all the other families. And because at that point we didn't have a family. So seeing how it actually impacted all the families was really cool.
Do you have any advice or tips for anyone interested in joining Dash in the future?
I'd say join. It's a really fun, like I said, we're like a family. I love it so much. We're so close. It's also very low commitment, which is another thing I love and a lot of people really love because you don't have to pay any dues or anything. You just kind of show up when you want to. And it really pulls out the people who are actually passionate about Thon and the org itself.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for telling us more. You can find them on social media at Dash on Instagram. Is it Dash?
Dash_PSU.
Perfect. So you can look for them there. Emily, thank you again for coming on tonight. And now stick around because coming up next, Hannah and Alicia will have the latest news from across the nation.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out, reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss. Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment. We are Red Carpet News.
Former President Donald Trump returned to Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday for a rally at the site where he survived an assassination attempt in July. Billionaire Elon Musk made a notable appearance speaking at a Trump rally for the first time. Musk, who endorsed Trump after the July attack, called the election a, quote, must win. Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, and other key figures attended the rally, where security was visibly tighter following the assassination attempt.
Former President Barack Obama is set to campaign this week in support of Vice President Kamala Harris in key swing states, starting this Thursday in Pittsburgh. The Harris campaign announced that Obama will travel around the country in the final weeks before the election to boost her bid for the White House. This comes after Obama headlined his first solo fundraiser for Harris in Los Angeles, bringing in more than $4 million for her last campaign.
Los Angeles prosecutors are reviewing new evidence that could lead to a resentencing in the 1996 conviction of Eric and Lyle Menendez. The brothers were sentenced to life in prison without parole for the murders of their parents and their Beverly Hills mansion more than 35 years ago. The new evidence includes a letter written by Eric Menendez, which his attorneys claim supports allegations that the brothers were sexually abused by their father. Prosecutors will now determine whether the brothers should have been charged with manslaughter rather than murder. Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon said the review is ongoing and no decision has been made yet.
The U.S. Supreme Court is set to hear the case of Ruben Gutierrez, a Texas man on death row who argues that DNA testing could prove he didn't kill an 85-year-old woman during a 1998 robbery. Gutierrez was convicted for the stabbing of Escalostica Harrison in Brownsville, Texas. He has long requested DNA tests on evidence such as nail scrapings and blood samples. His attorneys claim there's no physical evidence linking him to the murder, while prosecutors argue his conviction rests on other evidence, including a confession. The court previously stayed his execution 20 minutes before it was to occur. That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night. Stay safe.